Capital market is the legacy of industrialization. Every country we are having the share market, and share market activities are increasing day by day. When the income of the individual as well as the national income are increasing, the money saved is invested in the share market. When the rate of interest of the countries, especially the developed countries, are low, people prefer to invest in the share market and make money. So making money through share market or investment in share market is considered to be an intelligent investment. And throughout the world, especially in the case of advanced countries, the capital market is well developed. The share market is yielding a very good income, and number of individuals as well as the institutions have started investing in the share market. Crossing the border of the country, now foreign institutional investors are investing, expecting a higher return from a particular country. Number of foreign institutional investors are now investing in India, China, and other countries. Under these circumstances, price is not stable. Price fluctuation is a common factor in the share market. We used to call it as a bullish trend and bearish trend. When the market is having bullish trend, even the increasing price, people started investing huge amount of money and buying share when the price is increasing. Contrary to that, when the price is falling, the market is named as the bearish market, where people used to sell their shares. Here, contrary to the law of demand, buying and selling shares are taking place throughout the world in the share market, and price fluctuation is a common affair in the share market. When we are talking about the price fluctuation in the share market, what are the factors responsible for these price fluctuations? Some factors are macro and some factors are micro. Both these macro factors and micro factors are responsible for the price fluctuations in the share market. Price, the macro factors, among the macro factors, political factors. The important thing, there is a political situation of the countries are not same throughout the world. Here the political situation is political situation with the ideologies, with the capitalist ideology as well as the socialistic ideologies are taking place throughout the world. Before 1914 or even before the Great Depression of 1930, most of the economies were under the situation of market economy or capitalist economic system. After the success of the Bolshevik Revolution in Union of Soviet Socialist Republic in USSR, the situation has completely changed. Most of the European countries have become socialistic in order, or communism was followed in most of the East European countries, and countries, by analyzing the economic development of USSR, many countries followed the socialistic path. So the ideology difference, the political factors in the national level and international level are also considered to be the important factor for the price fluctuation. Economic factors, depending upon the political ideology, economic factors are also changing. The economic factors, that is the market economy and the government economy, are taking place throughout the world. Even the national level, when the elections are in a democratic setup, when a new government is formed, they are introducing new economic policies. The new economic policies introduced by the government is mainly responsible for changing the price in the share market. Not only the internal situation, the international situations are also affecting the price movement in the share market. In most of these countries, when that is in the recent years, when you have followed this market economic system, there is an upward trend in the share market. Economic policies of the government, the total economic factors are responsible for changing the prices of the shares in many parts of this country, the economic policy of the particular country, taking into consideration the fiscal policy, the taxation policy, the monetary policy of the particular country, are mainly responsible for the price movement in the share market. In addition to the fiscal policy as well as the monetary policy, industrial policy is also considered to be the most important thing for the price movement. So far as India is concerned, we were in the capitalistic setup when we were under the British rule. After 1947, when we got this independence, and especially after 1950, when we introduced the economic planning, the industrial policy of the country changed to a larger extent. The price fluctuation, the share market were also taking place depending upon the industrial policy of this country. Micro factors. Macro factors are mainly responsible the price movement of shares of all shares in the market. The market may be having the bullish trend or bearish trend. But the individual shares, even when there is an upward direction of some shares, there are some downward direction of some shares in the market. Similarly, when the economy is having the downward trend, some company shares may be having upward direction. This is due to these micro factors. Micro factors in the share market are the performance of this company. In India, some countries are considered to be very old. Say, for example, the Tata Iron and Steel is considered to be 100 years old. We have a number of industries with a century-old tradition. The performance of the company, when they are continuously doing a good thing, a positive activity, the company shares will be continuously increasing. This is seen with the help of this empirical evidence. The empirical evidence is giving the thing how the company has grown from the initial years, how they have expanded their activities, what is their capital net worth. All these things are we can analyze from their empirical evidence. In addition to the empirical evidence, the administration. In the case of century-old industries, we are having the second generation, in some cases third generation, in some other case the fourth generation may be managing the company. When they are doing this thing, how the management, how the board, and who is the CEO and his activities are taken into consideration for the successful analysis for the price movement of the shares. If the administration is good, if the board is good, and the CEO is considered to be a talented person, the company used to have an upward direction. The price of the shares will be increasing. In addition to that, now in the case of India, every quarter we have to publish the results, the sales of the company, the revenue earned, the profit, and their expansion. All these things are considered to be the most vital factors in the case of these microeconomic activities, the micro factors responsible for the price movement of individual shares. Taking into consideration the macro factors as well as the micro factors, the individual investors or the institutional investors, they have to invest in the share market, and they should be very careful. They are expected to be very careful during the price fluctuation time.